I know the background music's playing, but how is the audio? How clear does it sound in the Bluetooth or with the Bluetooth microphone? Scale of 1 to 10. Is it crystal clear? Don't tell me it sounds real clear and it's not really clear. Please. I'm in Lafayette, Louisiana. Real quick, pause that. Hey, let me know how the audio sounds with the music off. Is that very clear? Or is there some kind of interference? Is it fuzzy? Our guy, I hope you're still there, man. Is that clear? Like crystal clear? Help me out here, guys. Work with me. Okay, look. Hey, guys, look. Not okay. I don't want okay. All right, right here, this whole thing that I'm reporting on, this protest right here, this is about something, I mean, like, I'm emotionally charged from it. That's for sure. I need it to be great. Okay, if it's just okay, then that's not good enough. I'm tired of like the parade yesterday, horrible quality, and I had no clue. Okay, won't cut it. So until it gets to like great and clear, I'm gonna, I guess, figure out a different kind of way to record the audio. Thank you. That's what I need, Daisy May. That's what I desperately need. I need a little bit of communication. That's all I need. Let's see. Audio. Okay. Is that clear? Hey, what's going on, Stephanie Jenks? Stephanie Jenks. Daisy May. Hey, give me a second. I know it's going to take me a second to actually read these comments. Mods, hey, please help kind of organize this thing. I'm going to... Here. Hey, I'm going to post the link to StreamYard. If anybody wants to get up here and moderate. All right. It's peaking. Hey. All right, let's try this again. Does audio sound any better? I just turned off Bluetooth altogether. All right. Stephanie, Daisy May, mods. I just posted the link to this StreamYard. Do you have it? I don't see it pop up in the comment. Oh, there it is. Send. There we go. Hey, post that or, do whatever with it. I'd love to have a couple of hosts up here, moderators, anybody that wants to get up and have a discussion about this topic, a discussion about the protest that is the result of this topic, or if anybody actually wants to get up and talk shit to me. You know, that anybody can just talk shit behind a keyboard. And so uh, it doesn't really, it really doesn't matter to me. Hold on. Oh. But I say we have us a discussion about this. And let's see how long it takes for the police to show up. Because you know it's happening. You know it's happening. Even though what happened, there we go. Even though what happened right here was so fucked up, I almost feel like I should just, scrap the event and hit start again. But I mean, it's not going to be a delay this shit tomorrow. No, we're having to talk about this shit right fucking now. And this is why. Oh, oh. I am not convinced that's not going to tip over. So, God damn it. We do this on my time. I don't get started. I'm not starting anything until it's firmly situated and proven to be working right. Because I'm fucking tired of this type of bullshit happening and nothing being done about it. Well, something's being done about it today. All right? I'm a Marine Corps veteran. What I experienced today from the Apothecary medical marijuana shop, dispensary over here, is one of the most outrageous things. It makes my blood boil. it's closing time for them. They closed at 5 o'clock. Okay. I wanted to actually set this thing up before then, but I mean, nobody even, and I would definitely be concerned if I were them, because if they close at 5 o'clock, you would think that on a busy dispensary that, 5, 10 minutes after 5, that there would still be cars in the parking lot. See, here's the thing. Any dispensary that I've ever been to, that's the biggest time for them. Okay. People are there right whenever, they have to do, actually, everyone that I've been to, they generally at 4:45 will say, okay, we're not taking any more orders because at 5 o'clock, our last customer, we have to be finishing our last customer. Okay. I mean, here it is. It was 5 minutes after 5 o'clock, and their parking lot is completely empty. And so I would certainly be concerned if I was the management staff, the owner's staff of the Apothecary medical marijuana dispensary. Here's why. This is not a recreational dispensary. In order for them to even have a business, they have to be considered a medical clinic provider, because it takes, in the state of Louisiana, a medical marijuana card to buy medical marijuana in the state. That is done as a treatment for a medical condition, illness, disability. And for them to play the games that just happened just a little bit ago, it's not a forgivable issue. This is not one where they can just come out and say, I'm sorry, we acted in such a grotesque way. No, this is one where there has to be a complete managerial staff change, or the business has to close. One of the two. But standing on principle, there is no way, when you look at the fact of everything, I'm going to say publicly right here, out of respect, and normally I record everything, but private businesses, I have that respect, because the auditing that I do, the activism that I do, it's about, it's the public, okay? You will never see me on anybody's private land. It's public. Stress testing rights in the public. But with this right here, for them to know, for me to be a patient in their system, having my card since September 21st of 2025, and them hearing that I was going through a crisis, a PTSD crisis. People with PTSD tend to, anything can be a trigger. And that trigger, they need to, it's like somebody that has seizures, okay? And by the way, medical marijuana is a medication for somebody with seizures. But if somebody was there, as I was today, because it was a clear attack of my PTSD, and I told them this is what I had, and I needed to, which, by the way, I should have gotten way more than just one pre-rolled joint for $12.50 at that. Okay, but here's where it gets real ridiculous. Here's where it gets stupid. I get, I find the kind that's going to be the best for what I was dealing with. Takes a while just to get it, because they want to act like they're a pharmacy. But if that's the case, this is medical neglect of a patient. Not only a patient, like I was in their system. Admittedly, it was right out of their system, September 21st, 2025. And to treat a situation when somebody's going there to get medication, to treat it that way, and to do it in a humorous manner and let that patient leave without the medication when they're the only way that they can even operate as a business and pull in money is by being a medical provider. They laughed as they took, all right, that was a little bit of a distraction to me. They took the $12.50 joint, okay, pre-roll, and they said, our system only allows us to do $5 like $5 intervals. So 0 or 5. And because it's above 10 and it's less than 15, 12.50, we round it up to the next 5, so $15. And said, is it going to be cash or a card? And see, she already knew. I told her I had $15 in my Cash App account right at the beginning. Like I had been wiped the fuck out. Wiped out completely. All right? But I needed something to literally ease the attack that I was having at the moment. So they rounded up to 15. Then whenever I said, I'd phone card, she said, well, there's an additional $3.50 fee because the federal government still has it illegal. Well, hold on a second. I believe it was just decriminalized here even more, like very, very recent. Hold on a second. Let me check something. All right, cool. I had the music going, but I had it muted. So it was reclassified here recently. And here's the thing. If you have a prescription, if you have a medical marijuana card from a medical provider such as I had, they were wanting to tax an extra $3.50, calling it a federal fee or a fee because it was not. That right there, I personally believe is a commission of fraud of 100%. Plus, you got to look at the fact that they're operating as a medical provider under the state, and that's the only way that they can generate revenue. And they're price gouging on a single fucking joint that was needed for helping to clear up a medical illness, for a diagnosis of PTSD of a Marine Corps veteran. They were told the whole fucking story while I was in there. The whole reason why I was there, why I was needing to get this medication. And I felt like I could just feel like a humorous, just mood by the staff. And so then she said, so then I asked for a supervisor. I asked for a manager. She acted like her solution when I said that, okay, was, well, you can go across the parking lot to the grocery store, get like a pack of gum, and then get cash back. First of all, no, I don't think you can. I think you probably missed the part that I said I had $15 fucking in the Cash App. You know what? I don't even give a fuck anymore. There's a time I was like, oh, that's fucking embarrassing. That shit gets down like that and shit gets destroyed, and I really don't care anymore. So, make fun of me however much you want to. I mean, I literally, everything over the last 9 years now has been a compounding thing. It's been one cover up after the other, and it's resulted in complete financial and family devastation. But it's stupid shit like this. All they had to do is give me my fucking medication that I ordered. And they wanted to add in, I guess 2026 is the year that all these hidden fees that double and triple things, just start coming in from nowhere. Oh, I need to check the chat. Yeah. So I was going to make some signs, and here's the thing: since I'm, you know, I'm left with a vehicle. That's about it. It doesn't matter that they're closed right now. They didn't. That wasn't an easy break because it was like it was the end of the day, and I'm not going to be back tomorrow. See, today was Sunday. Tomorrow's the start of a fresh new work week, and so I'm going to be here in principle probably all day tomorrow. And it's because not only, I mean, it's the amount of disrespect right here, even after the manager came over there. And he himself basically backed his own employee and said, we can only do it in zeros or fives on an electronic system in 2026, by the way, folks. And so I said, and then you're going to charge this extra fee as well, even though I'm a patient. Okay. So you wouldn't even consider, if your system automatically rounds up $2.50 like that to 15 before you add another fee in, you wouldn't think that taking that $12.50 single joint, which is ridiculous already, and knocking $2.50 off, taking it down to 10, so it's 10 instead of 15, like wanting me to eat the extra money. And I was like, you know what? I had a few bucks laying in another freaking account. I was like, go ahead. You know what? Actually, it means more to me to pay to actually go through this extra work and pay the to pay the few dollars extra just to get my medicine and to never use you as a to never come into your business again, and to let everybody know the truth right here that happened. The absolute truth. It would mean more to me. It meant way more to me to go ahead and pay their price gouging, which was preying on a veteran's PTSD anxiety strike. Let me hold on a second. I don't even know how to. Hey, if somebody wants to come up here, I would sure like to have a moderator. If not, I'm just going to put on some background music, and I need to get my signs and start filling out the signs the way that they need to be filled out. So I guess I'll put it on the background music, let it loop, and if anybody wants to get up here, I'll look at the. I will. Yeah, I can't see the comments like the way I have my phone. Hold on, I gotta do something else. I can't see them with my phone like this. It's more important for me to go ahead and get the video for y'all to see. I need a host. I need a moderator, somebody that can basically, run this shit. Wait, what? Yeah. Yeah. Shocks me that nobody wants to get up here and talk about this. See if I zoom out a little bit, if I can see these comments. Otherwise, I don't know what to tell you. I can't get them to pop up where I can actually read them on my phone. I just can't. I can't see what you're saying. If nobody wants to get up here and actually moderate as a host, I think it's just an awful good respect thing. You know, it's pretty disrespectful if nobody wants to moderate, even to make that even to talk about this. So I don't. Hey, if I don't get a host, I'm not saying. I mean, I'm just going to do my thing. I stand on principle with this. This is just a totally bad thing for this company to have done. And there has to be there's no, I'm sorry, oh shit. There's no I'm sorry's, there's no no, that was actually that was like a panic attack that was going on. And it was beyond medical neglect for them to do the things that they did, and then to operate as a state medical marijuana dispensary. That's got to be protested. A change has to be made. This is not just a simple, I am out here just simply to say I hate this business. I'm out here to say that because of what happened today, I hate this business, and this business must change its staff or close its doors. And I'll be out here until that happens, is what I'm basically saying at this point. Because at this point, I've been left with nothing else, and I'm tired of this type of bullshit happening and nothing being done about it. So, I'm going to show you how something gets done about it. Still waiting for somebody that wants to get on and either talk shit to me or help me out. That's all I'm asking. Just jump on here and either talk shit to me, tell me what a fucking piece of shit I am to my face, or let's talk. Let's talk. We're gonna have a discussion. Alrighty. All right, we are going to have us a discussion. A discussion. Oh, is that still crackling? I don't even know if I have it on. All right. So, we learn a lesson of principle today. One that involves good versus evil. Where's the Sharpie? I just had it. Okay. Do this. All black Suburban, completely tinted out windows, just pulled into the parking lot and and jeered away. The feds are here. All right. Oh. Hey, question. First of all, huh? Oh. Uh, can somebody say a fucking thing, please, and let me know if I don't have another phone that has internet service. I don't have hotspot now on here, and I'm just asking for a little fucking bit of help because I don't. Come to find out, I wasted my time going to the parade yesterday. The video's choppy, like it's just not clear. And it's like that because nobody told me. Nobody would communicate. This is ridiculous. This is like some type of hate against me to be like, oh, it's not enough. We're not going to say anything. Oh, this live stream's just not very clear. Or the audio's peaking. Come on, folks. That's a little, I could never just watch somebody crying out for help and seeing the things like this that are happening and literally just not say anything. I was just looking at I figured there'd be more comments by now, and there's really not. There's not. It's nothing is there. I would like somebody to please give me a rational explanation as to why. That's what I would love to know. I would love to get a rational explanation why. Why anybody thinks that would be normal in any kind of sense. Because I think I know what we need. I know exactly what we need right now. We need hey, look at this. Hey folks, look. Hey, right there. He was sitting backed up watching. Let me go ahead and turn this camera around. I mean, hey, I know they're watching too. You motherfuckers think I'm stupid. I mean, like I hadn't been doing this shit now for damn near a decade. I mean, it's no different than them having people and intelligence and all that they're really good at trying to sneak around, trying to. There's also people that are really good at smelling it out, knowing when it's going on. And then it continues. Right behind that sign right there, folks. Right to the right of the shed and right to the left. Huh. Show you. Was parked backed up into a parking spot watching. You got the completely tinted out windows and the black low profile tires. Straight up pulled up to watch. And that's the thing. These motherfuckers think I don't know. I got a sixth sense that tells me when I need to request records and where to request them from, and exactly why I am 100% justifiable in seeking them. And guess what? I haven't missed a mark yet. Not yet. They rely on more and more help from more and more people. And this shit's dirty and it's fucking rotten. Sick of it. You know what? I might have better luck anyways if I close this. Because guess what? One of the reasons why I wanted to do that right there is so I could keep my vehicle, which I'm not having my rights violated again. Illegal searches and seizures shall not be taking place because haven't done a thing. What you'll hear is, I believe, something that rises above civil and actually rises to criminal going on with the marijuana dispensary over here in Lafayette, Louisiana. There goes our partner with the feds right there. See ya. All right. Once I get this set up, I'm probably going to just go ahead and like turn this stream off and just go live with another one, because I want to make sure it's actually locally recording as well. Make sure I have the space and don't need to delete any videos. And something's going on again because it's streaming to 2 YouTube channels and Facebook, and we only got 13 people on here, so that's pretty fucked up. Pretty fucked up, Chuck. So I'm going to finish setting this up, and then I'm gonna create a new landing page for this, and we're gonna start all over on a fresh foot. But yeah, I will fully. Then I don't have to worry about just getting up and quickly closing this trunk lid, because it's closed now. And I'll tell you another funny thing. See, this is what's going to end up. It's inevitable. Inevitable. It's going to 100%. Because see, right here beside me is a bank. Okay, and I'm not here to do an audit of the bank or to fuck with the bank, but undoubtedly, I'm sure that somebody from the bank will probably wind up fucking with me. And then, you have the apothecary right there. And what you have is a real fucking problem for either one of these that try to involve the police, the bank, or the apothecary. Because I'm the one that this happened to, and I'm the one that's exercising my legal right. Justifiably. No lies, no bullshit. Everything's recorded, different angles. There's not going to be no lies told tonight, tomorrow, this week. Not happening. Not happening. I wish I had a good tripod. If anybody is up in this area and actually comes this way, I would sure love a tripod. But I just plan on camping right here and delivering my message that this is fucking wrong. And because of the nature of it, because it's I think it's the most obnoxious thing that a state licensed dispensary could do is to discriminate and actually deny a Marine Corps veteran during a time of crisis affordable medication. And when I say that, I never asked for any kind of anything free, any handout, nothing. I just wanted to get what I had the money for. And they insisted on driving it through the roof, closer to twice that amount. So that I was left to have more and more of an anxiety PTSD attack that I could not settle with the medication that I rightfully have a medical prescription for. No, I'm not here because I'm here to audit Danny's thoughts. Hey, can you find brother? Look, somebody do me some fucking help. You know, hey, look, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm about to end this live stream, and I'm gonna start afresh. Okay, I'm gonna get my laptop, everything ready, everything good to go, and I'm gonna start afresh. And I think, in light of what I just said, that if nobody wants to get on here and talk about that and actually help me, because I've only got, oh, and by help, all I'm simply asking you to do is just basically, be a live moderator, conversate with, see, watch what's going on. That's it. That's the only thing. Kind of help spread the word, keep people engaged. And I feel so salty that nobody cares anything more about me as a person to even want to do that. I've seen so much hate get spewed in the chats, and I can't even get a motherfucker up here to even call me a fucking piece of shit to my face. You'd rather just be silent for the most part. Look at the chat. The chat talks. The chat talks. The numbers talk. The numbers talk. Is this what y'all want? I want to actually, and I might even title this next stream something to do with this, but it's a very important thing. I need you to think about this. I need you to think about, well, exactly where this is going. Okay, because it's historically, it's accurate that no matter what, if you support an injustice that's going on, oh, here, let me do this. Shit. I know, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Michael Butler. I mean, like, yesterday I was walking the parade route. I gave people the best view in the house, or so I thought. But I mean, you'd never know it by the count. And everybody was pulling their phones out and going to We the People News, like they wanted to see themselves live. I was. That should have had a ton of views. It didn't. 500 maybe over the last 24 hours. There's no way that didn't actually come on live just wanting to see themselves. Do you always agree with your best friend? Even your best friend? Because this is actually a question. This is something that actually really needs to start resonating, and it needs to start resonating fast. It's very simple. Do you and your friend always get along? Do y'all always agree on the same thing, or are there times that you have a differing of opinion? Because see, even in a conversation, no matter what. It's almost like it's a buyer and a seller. It's a, somebody generally, convinces the other one, especially if it's a matter like that. It's going to be a matter that generally will either separate two people on a differing of opinion, or one's actually going to be successful in convincing the other person that they were wrong. Nobody wants to admit that they were wrong. All right? But to all the bootlickers out there, all the ones that deep throat the blue boot, the government, that want to immediately jump to somebody that challenges anything with a person that's wearing a blue clown suit and has a badge, that they automatically have this authority conveyed to them that for anybody to challenge, they are automatically to be stoned. It felt like it was biblical yesterday. I want to show that video. I'm going to show that video. But where I was going was this. Was if there are times that you and your best friend, even your friends, have agreements or disagreements, what's going to happen? Once the government continues to gain all this power because of people suckling from the government's tit, basically is what it comes down to. And then the government one day says they want to do this. Maybe it's something like all of a sudden you wake up and you realize it's wrong. They want to take something, your property, anything. And you say no. Do you think the government's going to say, oh, you said no and that's it? No. When it comes down to it, the government's still going to make the government win. Okay? And so be careful the way that you approach all of this. Because if you continue to disregard the injustices that are happening by agents of the state, then you are making them so much, you're conveying to them. They are usurping so much power, it's unbelievable. That's the reason. That's going to be what makes America fall. Is going to be that right there. I mean, it's straight out of history books, basically. This is, you can't allow anything like that to happen. Or you've created something that you can't, if society allowed it to happen in the first place, there's absolutely nothing that society's going to be able to do to curb it once it happens. That's my 2 cents on it. I'm going to set up this next live stream, and hopefully it goes a little bit differently. Hopefully when I click on the participants, I actually see a list of participants there, and I can actually select some people that, we can have a good show about this. This is very important. So definitely come back. And with that, I'm going to do... I barely saved that. Holy shit. Barely saved it. Running. Monday mark red, whole city on alert, alert. Alphabet boys lurk deep in the dirt. FBI creeping like a glitch in the night. Trying to map my whole life off the satellite. Kick them 3 A's, we boots left still, but they shake when the truth hit harder than the real. Files on the block, on your mom, on your name, but the story always twisted when they narrate the frame. Surveillance on
to normalize it. But we clock every angle that they think we forget. Department of corruption, yeah, the label fits clean. Same tricks, new tech, same paranoid machine. And watching the safe that they build in the cage, replacing our freedom with fear on the page. But every year later, we don't build mistake and we circle that money like a kind of display. National fuck the feds, they let it bang.
Damn, I broke my monopod. Dang. Shit. Hey, I found some signs, guys.
Since the system began treating shadows like suspects and suburbs like plans, but we flip that weight into fearing the flame and that money hit back like a claim, reclaim. National for the feds, they feel that roll. Our hearts synced up with the kick and the flow. This ain't hate, it's the right to the man. Truth, rights, dignity, not blood on our hands. National for the feds, they run that back. Last round attorneys with the quorum stand, stacking charges sky high just to force your hand. Bleed out or drown. And diamond like balloons and hum, so the numbers are strong. Know the justice is small, twisted vision and up in the kind is tight. Call it fair while they rig that fight. But we break the cycle, stand tall, no sway. And we caught the truth deep in November's day. National for the feds, they loud and rock. For the race, the lies, the above the law. We rise as one voice, one force, one flame. And we chant that Monday like we own that. Circle that Monday, November 24th. Same fire, same claim. National for the feds, forever that name. Restraining order for just to keep me outside. No bonfire, no cause, just political pride. And 7 years later, that fraud still rise. Then the state doubled down, built the case off a myth. FBI in the shadows with a badge and a twist. Stalking charges built on my journalism hits. Fabricating affidavits like they reading from a script. Galveston index on Steve Fate. What he smelled, claimed odor of alcohol, but the tox screen yelled. Zero content detected, still they tossed me in a cell. 11 months in the cage while they manufactured hell in Mississippi. Called Texas revocation by request. And the judge said yes, sentenced me to 2 years off fabricated stress. Later vacated, overturned, but I still paid the debt. That's the playbook they use when the truth breaks through. Retaliate, suffocate, silence what I do. But I never stop filming, never stop pushing through. Cause the people need the facts. We the people know, we the people know. Exposing every move, every tyrant, every badge, every lie they approve. From Mississippi to Texas, up to Utah too. You retaliate against the truth, and the truth hits you. And using my address, running in the state cruise. Also judges dirty cops, all the bad actors in view. I survived every trap that your government used. Now I'm back with the facts. We the people know. I moved west to Utah, trying to rebuild clean, but laying PD in Oxford ran across jurisdiction scheme. Sessions for my data, Richards blasted out the screen. Docked my private new address, 1 hour on scene. In a ring to deny records, he knew I could redeem. Grammar twisted into weapons like a counting machine. Said a mailbox ain't valid, what the statue can mean. Just obstruction destruction in the trench with the retaliatory lean. Try filming DHS, trespass for walking through. Try filming in airports, ain't retaliatory through. Every camera that I raise is a threat they construe. But filming ain't a crime, it's a First Amendment view. So I took it to courtroom files, who's by the stack. Every brief, every motion is me taking it back. They can lie, they can smear, they can launch their attacks. But the truth is a force that the tyrants can't crack. We the people news, exposing every move, every lie they approve. From Mississippi to Texas, up to Utah too. You retaliate against the truth, and the truth hits you. Been dousing my address, running in the state crews. Marshal judges, dirty cops, all the bad actors in view. I survived every trap that your government used. Now I'm back with the facts. We the people news. Then came 25, Lafayette, Louisiana. I was filming that court, I was putting truth on the camera. Marshall Nugent waved me forward, staged it like a planner. Then they hit me full force like a government hammer. They seized all my gear, then destroyed the proof. Claimed the tech fail occurred, that's a Brady excuse. Evidence gone missing while the marshals cut loose. Then they charged me for disturbing while they silenced my truth. They party calls with judges before charges were made. A gag order pushed like they wanted me caged. They attacked the free press, that's the line that they paid. But you don't muscle we the people when the truth is engraved. Every state, every badge, every retaliatory move. Why the system is the weapon I use. You can censor my speech, but you can't stop the views. I'm the storm you created. We the people news, mate. We the people news, exposing every move, every tyrant, every badge, every lie they approve. From Mississippi to Texas, up to Utah too. You retaliate against the truth, and the truth hits. They've been doxing my address, running in the state crews. Marshal judges, dirty cops, all the bad actors in view. I survived every trap that your government used. Now I'm back undefeated. We the people news, we the people news.
Who the fuck is that damn monitor at?
We the people news.
They broke the chains, but I walked out free. Every scar they carved just empowered me. 2017, Lafayette's chokehold grip. Sheriff's badge turned to a power trip. Mississippi flag in my righteous hand. Public sidewalk where free citizens stand. Timmy Pruitt rolled up with manufactured rage. No permit, lies wrapped me in the cage. Asked for his badge number. Exercise my right. They cuffed me up in broad Mississippi daylight. Video went viral, whole county shook. They fired back with a felony book. False stalking charge, legal masquerade. All to indemnify the mess they made. 2018, November's bitter frost. Lizzie Crowder, weaponized what mattered most. Filed false rape, turned love to a courtroom game. 2 years grinding through manufactured shame. 2020, she played out, escaped the cell. Paid her fine while my world went to hell. Support for Lydia, suddenly flipped and betrayed. 4 years lost, no father-daughter serenade. No bedtime stories, no calls relayed. Just silence where our laughter used to cascade. December 2021, the storm returned. Alcorns ripped while Lafayette bridges burned. Joey East crew snatched me ice cold. No evaluation, no facts, no lawful hold. Tupelo's walls, padded bed confinement. North Miss meds clouding my mental alignment. February 22, they came once more. Alcorns fabrications walked through the door. Newborn son in the ER sacred light. They cuffed me up, stole that holy night. 7 days in solitary's concrete cave. Then East Miss pharmaceuticals to enslave. June 2022, walked through the hall. Oxford City standing dignified and tall. Camera rolling, made a clerk request. Public records, constitutional quest. But they twisted it, spun their narrative line. Mayor claimed fear to blur the constitutional line. Dusted off that restraining order from 17. Weaponized fresh for a felony scene. Charged with stalking for walking through City Hall. For asking questions, for standing up tall. October 22, I fought the machine again. Marched to FBI, laid truth before federal men. Oxford office, evidence carefully laid. But Beavers and Kilpatrick sharpened their blade. November 1st, revoked my parole. November 3rd, they swallow me whole. Kill Patrick campaign, riding on my back. Use my persecution to advance our political track. Prison walls, months carved in stone. Paid the price, stood defiant alone. August 23, Galveston, suffocating heat. Journalist on assignment, working the street. Allstein's traffic stop, perfectly staged night. False default, we at charge, no sobriety test in sight. 11 months buried, holding my breath. Extradited back to face judicial death. July 24, kangaroo court show, 2-year sentence with zero proof to show. But January 25, post-conviction win. January 22nd, I walk free again. February 1st, Utah's deceptive call. Latent ground, but predatory eyes on all. Sesames reached across state lines, spinning webs with defamatory signs. Rich and spread poison wide. 439 names caught in their slanderous tide. Orrington blocked, grammar's light. Layton City officials dim constitutional sight. March 28th, I dialed that phone. City Hall reception, cold as stone. March 31st, face federal walls. Salt Lake City, where justice calls. They demanded ID, background inspection. I said no. Constitutional protection took my place. Circle my car, still went live, raised awareness far. But the cruelest wound that still remains, Crowder's war, these invisible chains. Lydia's voice, 4 years stolen away. No good night hugs, no Father's Day. Mother and daughter separated by lies. While I break through these core-constructed skies. Filed lawsuits, align the names. Sesames, McCutcheon, their corruption games. Arrington Shield, Layton's wall. Oxford's influence, spanning it all. For Lydia's future, for truth's bright flame. For everything stolen, for clearing my name. This is the anthem, the reckoning beat. Stripped to silence, back on my feet. This ain't over, this is the ascension. Next verse I drop breaks through that dimension. From Lafayette's mud to Galveston's bars, to Layton's walls and federal scar. Yes, I'm the voice they tried to silence through fear, but I'm amplified now, crystal clear.
Yeah, it's real life. I don't really know what it is. It's always me holding the gun. And not about days and I got what lives. And I want as real as I want as what. Yeah.
They said be quiet, just play your part. But I lost it all trying to listen to my heart. Friends fell off when the fire got real. Family vanished when the wounds wouldn't heal. Lydia's face in my mind through the dark. Her laugh echoed loud, it's my spark in the arc. Marriage gone like a whisper in the wind. While I stood for the truth, they ain't want me defend. Felt betrayal from the ones I fed. Same ones now praying I'll wind up dead. Courtroom lies, I ain't fold or retreat. Even caged in the system, I refuse defeat. Took every loss, still sharpen my aim. They laugh when I cried, now remember my name. Gave up peace, gave up love, gave up art, but I never gave up, I listened to my heart. Took my freedom, took my name, tore my life apart. But I still stood tall, I just listened to my heart. Lost love, lost friends, left me out in the dark. But I never lost soul, I just listened to my heart. They can't kill truth, can't change what's real. Can't stop this voice or the way I feel. So through the pain, the war, the coldest start, I walk this road alone, still listen to my heart. I remember cold nights, Galveston still, 11 months lost, scars that won't heal. Called insane while they plotted and schemed, but I saw the whole play from behind the screen. Didn't flinch when they brought on the heat, didn't break when the devil tried taking my seat. Didn't fold when the system played dirty. Told them I was built for the war. They ain't worthy. Melon gone, yeah, the silence hit hard. Like echoes of laughter, trapped in the yard. Friends dip quick, love turned to ash. Still I rose from the smoke with a rebel stash. Tore me down, but I stood from the start. And I'll die on this hill, I still listen to my heart. My freedom, took my name, tore my life apart. But I still stood tall, I just listened to my heart. Lost love, lost friends, left me out in the dark. But I never lost soul, I just listened to my heart. They can't kill truth, can't change what's real, can't stop this voice or the way I feel. So through the pain, the war, the coldest start, I walk this road alone, still listen to my heart.
My brother.
What up, big dog?
You hear me?
Yeah. You're like 3x5, but I got you.
Yeah, I was going to say, man, I tell you what I really need the most, if you don't mind. Like, I'd like to play some music, kind of like, you know, how I started the other night. I just didn't get to. What I wanted to do is, you know, do the whole 3 songs every day type of deal. And then this happened right here, and it's like, it's such a big deal to me because I feel like it's, not only is it the most disrespectful thing, but I mean, I am 100% of the impression that either a management change has to happen or this business has to shut its doors forever. The state actually has to snatch their license, to be completely honest. Here it is, a Marine Corps veteran with a diagnosed disability and a card, a prescription to it. This business, in order for them to even generate a income to be in business, has to be considered a medical clinic under the state of Louisiana. Otherwise, if they're operating recreational, which is what this would suggest, is that this was more of it's being operated, you know, recreationally at their, basically at their humor, at their opinions, whatever they may be, whatever you want to call it. But if they're operating under the state, able to operate under the state, it's a medical dispensary, and they ultimately, would you say that sounded like, you know, a lot like price gouging, like one thing after another, to honestly to take advantage of somebody that was going through a medical crisis. What is your opinion on that, Joe?
It seems like it's a bad position for them to take, but
Wait, go again?
I said it sounds like a bad position for them to take, but I'm sure you'll get to the bottom.
Yeah, and the thing is, they let me leave out that without so much as trying to right the problem. I told them, I said, look, This is a medical condition. This is what I use for the PTSD that I have. You know, back in the Marine Corps, whenever I was drinking so heavily because of the suicide that I witnessed, when I got off of the alcohol back at the end of 2018, okay, that was the hardest challenge in my life. Oh shit. The gimbal just died. Let me take it off the gimbal. That was the hardest challenge I ever had in my life, to stop drinking. You know, I like to take it to the extreme.
Yep.
And I get off of that. The medical marijuana it's you know, it's prescribed to me. I'm allowed to have it. It's actually I think the best, really honestly, and I touched on this earlier, the best comparison, okay, what would happen if it was somebody, if I had seizures, if I was having seizures, who knows, this could have led to that. But you know, anybody having seizures, it's almost like going to a, you know, somewhere that's a clinic, knows that you have seizures. Okay, they knew that I had PTSD. To know that, you know, that particular disability is triggered, and all you're seeking is relief. You just need, you know, I was hoping that $15 would get me fucking a couple of joints. To be honest with you, that's honestly my, you know, my preferable method. And she wanted to say that one single 1 gram joint was $12.50 full. Okay, all right. Well, at least I just need the relief today. Yeah, this has been a fucked up situation that's gone on. Hadn't really talked about it, but I don't really care at this point, anyways. It's like at this point, I've humbled myself to the point of I don't give a fuck. You know, people can call me whatever, this, that, and the other. But if they want to call me that, I'll just ask that they click that button, click that StreamYard button, and, you know, tell me to my face that I'm a fucking piece of shit. You know, like I hope that I don't go back here and see any comments of people talking shit behind a keyboard that doesn't want to actually come up here on the screen and actually say it. You know, and the same thing goes. I mean, like, hey, I'd love for people to jump up here and to give their opinions on things. Okay. But at least have the courage to say something. You know, you guys, for the trolls out there that want to get on and troll, at least be the courage to get on and troll on video. Let it come out of your mouth. All right. First of all, Joey, how clear is this video?
It's better now. When I got in, it was really low in the audio. But look, I presented the first story on the present.
Hold on. You did what?
And then, the first story for tonight, I presented it. I don't know if I have anything else, but
all right. And what I was gonna
do, links in the studio chat to the songs, the 3 for tonight. I think it starts at Double Dip.
Awesome, man. Awesome. That'd be great. Hey, and so here's what I'm actually going to camp out here until, you know, this type of change happens. There's no I'm sorry. There's no here, let me make this right. It's actually like it's that serious of an ordeal that I will be camping out in public and protesting exactly what happened. Being a Marine Corps veteran, that I am 100% making the allegation that this shop, I mean, I think that's fraudulent for one. But I think this dispensary right here openly discriminated on an American with disability. Not just that, veteran with a disability and a prescription in their system. No sense in the shit. Yeah, what I was going to suggest, man, with count 9, okay? You know, a lot of the time I've spent setting it up, and what I was going to actually suggest is I want to start a brand new one because my local recording stopped. And since that, you know, it's not like a huge amount of people in here, I want to stop and I want to reset it. And we'll go with a new frame that'll hopefully have new notifications to draw in more people. Because this is embarrassing. It's pretty fucking embarrassing. There should be at least 100, and it should be growing to 500. This should honestly, this stream should be, there should be over 1,000 people, maybe thousands of people that are on here because it's a pretty fucking big ordeal. And the fact that it went down to 8, you gotta hit the end. And let's restart. Let's go ahead and set it back up. So plan. Let me look at these comments. Is there anything in the comments?
Yeah, they're saying they can't hear you.
All right, so all the more reason for me to reset this thing up, make sure our audio levels are good, and we'll start fresh with a good stream. Come back to We the People News. It will be live here within the next 10 minutes, folks. We the People News. All right, hit that subscribe button.